So, the plan. You stash the box back at our place. Once I've told him off, I'll go back to the motel, grab all of our stuff, and meet you at the barn.
Are you sure you don't need any help? I can swing by the motel first.
I appreciate that, but if things go sour, the box is our bargaining chip. We can do this. We need to do this. This is the end of the beginning. I really have to go. Thanks for... well, you know.
You too, Lee. Hey, how did it go? Is it done?
It's done. It's over. He didn't take it well. He left me by the roadside. Showed his true colors, I guess. I just want to leave. I don't know what he'll do when he finds out.
You can't get here fast enough. Are you at the motel?
Yes, I will leave in a couple of minutes. Just getting our stuff. Ugh, our neighbor came by. He was impossible to get rid of.
Oh, did he have any news?
He did his best not to be a middle-aged shovel salesman. He failed. But he's ready to proceed. He'll contact us tomorrow with more information.
That's great. Lee?
Someone's here.
What? No, must be Carl, right? It can't be him, can it? Don't open.
It's James. I don't...
Leave, crawl out the back.
I'm sorry.
Hello?
Welcome to the official tour of the Federal Commonwealth of Earth on Mars and its surrounding moons. On this tour, you will be faced with the overwhelming success of the Federacy and our never-ceasing quest for the progress of humanity. You will learn about our endeavors around the solar system and beyond. The Paragon be praised, and have a nice day. Used to be the host of a great civilization, inhabited by what is commonly referred to as the Ancients. Further studies into discovered tablets and texts reveal that they were called the Praeolian Thor. Their civilization was heavily class-based and successful at that. But according to researchers, at some point in their history, a clash occurred with a resulting divide that fragmented their community. The dissidents were eventually captured by the leaders of the old and banished into a different realm, what is commonly referred to as the Dark Realm, one of the two realms of the Praeolian Thor. Phobos is the latest venture of the FCE. The artifacts found on the moon of Mars far outpace those on Mars in terms of scientific value. Not only did the Praeolian Thor, surprisingly, also have a presence on Phobos, it is speculated that they even arrived in our solar system by utilizing so far unknown technology. One of the main attractions is the Phobos monolith. It is thought that this may very well be the anchor that tied itself to Mars, figuratively speaking. More recent discoveries include the receptacle at the aptly named Receptacle Base. The federal involvement and engagement on Phobos remains a priority to further the lives of everyone. The Praeolian Thor were a race of duplicity. While they revered their leaders and idols, they feared and loathed their enemies. This attribute colored their entire existence, as is evident in how they lived. The two realms of the Praeolian Thor were no exception. Their efforts into scientific discovery yielded promising results when they revealed the existence of two extra dimensions, something they quickly polarized into what is known as the Light Realm and the Dark Realm. The Dark Realm of the Praeolian Thor is referred to as the world where bad entities are exiled to live out their life, or even die an early death. Recovered stone tablets show that a particularly malevolent entity was once banished into the dark. There are no mentions of his fate or records of his crimes. Should we as the human species ever come across the portal to this realm, we should highly consider the risks and consequences of further investigation. The Light Realm of the Praeolian Thor was considered to be a higher plane of existence that only the best and brightest of their people could enter. It is conjectured that the majority of the Praeolian Thor fled into this dimension as a consequence of a cataclysmic event, some sort of great filter that was destined to wipe out their civilization, or at the very least set it back thousands of years. Research into the connection between the two realms is scarce, but we speculate that an intermediate passage must exist. Receptacle Base is the crown jewel of any extraterrestrial endeavor. Our highly advanced and modern facility contains and protects the most incredible of our discoveries, the receptacle. Initial interpretations of ancient tablets and texts reveal that this is a sort of gateway to another dimension. Incredible as it sounds, preliminary tests have supported this hypothesis. Subjects, both organic and not, disappear without a trace when the receptacle is engaged, A particular frequency of current will trigger the inner workings of the device. Brave and adventurous volunteers have passed into this realm, but so far none have returned. More luck has been had with inorganic materials that have resurfaced in one of our listening stations on Mars. Despite the tireless efforts of the very best in their field, the function and purpose of the artifact remains unknown. Experiments and tests show that it draws from an unseen power source, maintaining a pulsing glow and a constant temperature. Attempts at cutting through the material and opening it up have failed. While the scientific investigation into this artifact has been put on hold, researchers note that it bears a striking resemblance to the texture and general properties of the receptacle found on Phobos. It is presumed that this is no coincidence. This artifact was initially found deep within the crust of Mars. Being a highly prioritized historical finding, it was rushed to be scrutinized by the premier scientists and archaeologists that any human organization has to offer. Interrupting this important work, the artifact was stolen from its place and disappeared for the better part of a decade. After a thorough investigation, it was recovered on Earth and returned to its rightful owner, the Glorious Federacy. Who stole it and why remains a mystery. The most prominent of our listening stations is located in Mars City. While the area surrounding the listening station was initially a mundane apartment for UAC workers on Mars, it has now transformed into a vanguard of scientific research. Being closely linked to the receptacle, experiments have shown a metaphysical connection with our most prized artifact on Phobos. We have still not managed to get a reliable transfer of objects going from the receptacle to the listening station, but a host of objects have gone through, most with notable mutations of either color, texture, or form. To the best of our current understanding, some sort of teleportation is invoked. The link between the receptacle and the listening station is not direct. It is assumed that it goes through a different dimension, and its journey depends on factors unknown to us inside the realm. If we could harness this technology, it would be a game changer for humanity. The ability to perform teleportation of objects and people would have immense effect on our future development as a race and a collective organism. There is still a long way to go, but the results so far are very promising.
Sam? Ethan. Look, I looked up your real name in our database. You are Ethan Rom, age 32, born and raised in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where you left your parents to join the FCE at a young age. You have worked in the listening station on Mars, and you've last been seen entering the receptacle. That's all I have. Now, I know your name.
What do you mean, last seen? Did I disappear?
It seems so. That's really weird. You know, the doctor's office where we first met is awfully close to the listening station. You know, the place you worked at?
Listening station? There were a lot of machines and a suspended or floating cube of sorts.
Bingo.
I don't recall working there. In fact, I don't recall any of it. It has no meaning to me. I don't recognize that person, that version of me at all.
So, what are you going to do now? And what should I call you, Sam or Ethan?
Just call me Sam. I'm going to find Calloway, and I think you're right about baggage. About having a clean slate. Who I was is not as important as where I'm going. Finding Calloway would at least do some good for someone.
So, Sam, are we okay?
Let's see. Miles?
Yeah?
I found a way to the detention center. Might as well start there.
Good luck. Tell me if you need anything.
I was wondering. The thing is, I may have come across this Benson person in my, well, previous life. My memory's still fuzzy, but I seem to recall a James Benson. He was bad news.
Huh?
Yeah, I think he abducted someone I knew. The girl.
Wait a minute. He abducted her.
I'm pretty sure he did. He had stolen something of ours. Something very valuable. When we stole it back, he did not take it well. At all.
Wait. What was her name?
Her name was Lee.
Lee. As in L-E-E?
L-E-E. Yeah.
Come on. That's not funny.
What do you mean?
Why are you doing this? Is this your attempt at some sort of revenge? Who the fuck are you?
I don't know. I really don't. What are you getting at?
Look, I know I lied to you and I'm sorry. I thought we were past that.
We are.
That's what I used to call her. Lee. She didn't like it when people called her gay.
Are you saying it's the same person or a wild coincidence?
It's more than that. Okay, let me guess. You used to live next to her. You used to signal her after your parents had gone to bed with a lamp 3 times. But then her brother enrolled in the Federal Academy, her full name being Kaylee Calloway and her brother's name being Samuel. That makes him Samuel Calloway, the very man you're looking for.
Wait.
And of course, then sometime later when her mother died during tragic circumstances, it sent the two of you spiraling into a crazy plan to escape your hometown, general area, the Emerald Valley, which of course failed.
Look.
Then you tried selling that item of yours, but it all failed spectacularly and ended up with James Benson taking away the only person that ever got you.
But how do you know all this?
Because they are my memories, Sam. My memories.
How is that even possible?
I don't know. Look, if this is some sort of sick joke, please just let me be. Do your thing. I don't need this. Maria lied, okay? It's in the past now.
I'm not joking, Samantha. This doesn't make sense to me either. But I remember what I remember.
Yeah. I don't know what to say.